Hello students, welcome to class 7 English. Students, let us know about the story of this great archer in this lesson, that is Ekalavya. Children, you all might have read the story of Mahabharata, or you might have even watched the TV show. What exactly is Mahabharata? It is one of the greatest epics of our country. What is an epic? It is either a long poem or a long story written on the legendary heroes. Now, in the story of Mahabharata, either if you have watched or you have read it, you might have come across a character or a part of the story as Ekalavya. In the context now, today, in your textbook, you have a small skit, or it is a small play which has two scenes in the lesson, Ekalavya. And the main characters of the play here are Drona, Arjuna, Ekalavya, the Pandava and Kaurava princess. Now, who exactly is Drona? Here, Dronacharya is a guru or the teacher of the Pandava and Kaurava princes, who teaches them archery, or who taught them archery. And Arjuna was one of the greatest archer according to Drona, who had learned the skill of archery among all the other princes. And they all learned, Pandava and Kaurava princes learnt all the tricks of archery from Guru Dronacharya. Students, you need to refer to the textbook page number 38 as I move ahead with my explanation of the lesson. Now here we find scene 1 because it is in the form of a play or a skit. We go with the scene. Now what is the first scene you see in the textbook? That is Dronacharya's ashram, where the pupils learn archery from Dronacharya. Now the play begins. Now how does this play begin or the skit begin? It begins with Drona standing under a tree surrounded by Pandava and Kaurava princes. Drona is busy teaching archery to the Kaurava and Pandava princes. Now, Drona is glad that the princes had learnt the skill of archery and he asked them to practice more. He says that they had all learned the archery and they need to practice it. But then Arjuna says to Drona that they had not yet learnt the skill of shooting arrows at an unseen object. So what were they trained? They were trained to shoot arrows to the objects which were seen in front of their eyes. But they were not taught the skill of shooting arrows at an unseen object. Means where you shoot arrows to the direction from where you hear the voice. That skill they were not yet trained. So Drona says that skill of archery is called as Shabdavedi. Shabdavedi is a skillful trick in archery where aiming at an object merely by the sound, by listening to the sound. When Dronacharya was busy with his pupils, that Kaurava and Pandava princess, a boy enters and he bows to Drona. And he says that great Acharya Ekalavya, the son of Hiranyadanush, prostrates before you. He says that he lies flat. Prostrators lie flat on the ground before a person to show respect. You bow to somebody with respect. That is called as prostrates. So Ekalavya bows to Drona and he says that he is the son of Hiranyadanush. And Drona blesses him saying, long live boy. And Hiranyadanush, is he the hunter chief of the southern forests, asked Drona. So Hiranyadanush, the father of Ekalavya, he was the hunter chief of that forest. Ekalavya says yes, he is the father, his father is no more now. And Drona feels pity and he says that he was a bold hunter and indeed even Ekalavya looks the same. And he asks the reason why Ekalavya had come there. Ekalavya says that the wolves in the forest had increased and the fawns had no safety. Fawn refers to young deers. The deers were not safe because of the greedy wolves. They were troubled. So he wanted to learn archery in order to protect the fawns in the surroundings. So he had come to Drona to seek and learn archery from Drona. Drona said that his thought was noble, but Arjuna interrupts and says, indeed a noble thought, Acharya, but he is not a prince. And Drona was not supposed to accept anybody as his pupil or as a student other than people who belong to the royal family or the king's family. So he cannot take him as a pupil. Drona says, yes, I'm sure that he will prove himself as a worthy pupil. Ekalavya would prove himself as a worthy pupil. Ekalavya pleads Acharya to teach him archery just in order to save the fawns, and he need to take pity on those animals. But Drona says that his vow binds him. Vow is what? A promise. He had made a promise that he would teach archery only to the Pandava and Kaurava princes. So, not other than any Kshatriya or Brahmin, he wouldn't teach to anybody. And his blessings would be there for him. He blesses Ekalavya, may you prosper. And Ekalavya says that you can keep up to your oath, you can keep up to your blessings, but he would reach his goal and he would consider Drona as his guru, and he will learn archery with his blessings. Scene 2 of the play, and it is a forest scene. This is after 2 years later, after Drona and Ekalavya meets first. This is after 2 years they meet once again. Now Drona's idol is decorated with flowers on a platform under a tree, and Ekalavya bows before the idol, and some deers are grazing peacefully in a distance. Ekalavya is very happy. He addresses the idol saying that great Acharya, it was very kind of him that within these 2 years he had learnt the archery and he was able to free of the trouble which the fawns were facing, and they were grazing peacefully. By then Ekalavya heard the sound of some dogs barking at a distance, and he shot arrows in the direction of the sound, and suddenly the sound stopped. When the sound stopped, he sees Drona and Arjuna and other princes enter along with the dog full of arrows in its mouth. Now Ekalavya bows to Acharya. He says that, again he says, son of Hiranyadanush pays his respects to you. And Drona says, God bless you. And he says that you have gained a great skill of great archery in a very short period, and your teacher must be indeed a great one. So even Arjuna appreciates, and he says that this boy mastered the art of shooting arrows by detecting the source of sound. Now Ekalavya's skill, and he felt that his guru was really a great teacher. Both appreciate the teacher. Seeing the skill of archery of Ekalavya, both Drona and Arjuna appreciates the teacher of Ekalavya. At this point, Ekalavya says it is all the blessings of Dronacharya. He says that he had learned all the tricks of archery under the kind guidance of Guru Drona, and he was even kind to visit his poor house as the humble pupil. But Arjuna is jealous and he shows his discontent. He says to Drona that he had promised to make him the greatest archer in the world. But now here is a boy who excels me, and he says you are his guru. So Drona says Arjuna that he had been with Arjuna all the time, and it is not he who is the teacher of Ekalavya. It is the devotion of that boy which has made him a good bowman. Arjuna says, whatever it may be, Acharya, you have not kept up your word. He blames Drona for not having kept his word. Drona says, Ekalavya, if you claim that I am your teacher, you will have to give me a Guru Dakshina. Now, Dronacharya finds a way to come out of it. He asks Ekalavya that he needs to give a Guru Dakshina in case he considers Drona as his Guru. What is this Guru Dakshina? In olden days, when students used to study in a Gurukula, after they finished their education, they used to give something in the form of a gift to Guru for the teachings what they have learned from him. Like how in these present days you pay fees to the school. In the same way, Guru Dakshina is a gift, or in the form of money or something, it is given to the Guru, and that is called as Guru Dakshina. So Arjuna says, so when Drona asks Ekalavya to give Guru Dakshina, Arjuna says that was it really you? You have not kept up your promise. So what was the promise that Drona had made to Arjuna? Drona had said Arjuna that he would make Arjuna the greatest archer in the world. Now Drona says, Ekalavya, if you say that I am your teacher, I deserve Guru Dakshina. Now, in the form of Guru Dakshina, can you give me your right thumb? He asks Ekalavya. Now, Ekalavya says to Arjuna not to accuse Guru Drona. He cannot hear that. He cannot bear it. His promises, Drona's promises to Arjuna shall be kept as it is. Now, Ekalavya goes to the idol, bows before the idol of Drona, takes his knife from his belt, cuts off his right thumb, puts it in the feet of the idol, takes it again and comes back to Dronacharya. And he says, Dronacharya, my noble master, here is my Guru Dakshina, and I request you to accept it and bless me. This forest is now free from the wolves and other cruel beasts, and my dear fawns are safe, and I know no need of any more of this education for me, no need of this bow anymore for me. And turning to Prince Arjuna, he says that now you are the greatest archer, as you will not have a competitor in me. The Acharya's promise to Arjuna is fulfilled. Now, looking at this, looking at the action of Ekalavya, he was a humble pupil and he respected his guru. So he says, Drona says, what a noble soul, and he blesses Ekalavya. So Ekalavya is considered as a great student of Dronacharya, even though Dronacharya had not taught him personally the skill of archery.